Good morning to one and all. I welcome all the participants, dignitaries and students to the day 3 of our 1 week FDP on exploring the potential of natural resources in Pradesh. And today we have an eminent personality, Dr. K. Suresh Babu sir from IICT as the speaker. Now I'd like to invite the conveners of today's session, J. Subbarao sir and Dr. V. Venkataraw sir onto the desk. With great honor, I invite today's speaker of the session, Dr. K. Suresh Babu sir, onto the desk. Welcome, sir. We are really glad to have you here on this occasion. And now I request Dr. J. Subbarao sir to give the introduction of today's speaker.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation as a resource person in today's presentation. Now I am going to introduce Dr. K. S. Babu sir, that is K. Suresh Babu sir. He has obtained his master's in 1999 and a doctorate in natural products chemistry in 2005 from Indian Institute of Chemical Technology. The degree has been awarded from the Hanumaiah University, Warangal. Later on, he had moved to the postdoctoral research at National Center for Natural Products Research, University of Mississippi, USA. He had returned to India and joined its CSIR services in 2007 as that is at Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad. Dr. Babu's research group has successfully isolated a number of new bioactive molecules from the natural resources, and he had published 190 papers in national and international journals, and he filed 14 patents of India and US. He is leading many projects that is from the national importance in new drug discoveries, standardization of herbal drugs, and his research interest area is new drug discovery from natural products, herbal drugs, and the standardization, botanical pesticides, chemical modification of the lead compounds, and the SCR studies. Dr. Babu are recognized as a research paid for the doctoral and postdoctoral programs, and 24 scholars have completed their doctoral programs, and presently 5 scholars are pursuing their program. And he had also awards and honors from the various reputed and government organizations. He got Young Scientist Award in the year 2010 by the Organization of Pharmaceutical Producers of India, Mumbai. He got the Young Scientist Award in 2010 from the Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences, and Best Performance of the Year, that is in the year of 2011 by the Director IICT Hyderabad. And he had directed as the Associate Fellow of AP Academy of Sciences in the year 2012, and Scientific Consultant for the Hanumaiah Healthcare R&D Bangalore in 2015 to 16. That is from 2015 to 16. He is directed as an Association of Biotechnology and Pharmacy member in the year 2016. He is also an editorial board member for the Journal of Pharmacology magazine and Asian Journal of Chemistry. And he is elected as a fellow of AP Academy of Sciences in the year 2018 again. And he got the Young Scientist Award, that is Dr. A.K. Singh Memorial Young Scientist Award in the year 2019. He is elected as fellow of Telangana Academy of Sciences in the year 2020. He is also an expert member in Telangana State Biodiversity Board, Hyderabad, Telangana. He got the Senior Scientist Award in the year 2023 from the FDP. Two patents new natural agent for the treatment of gastrointestinal toxicity associated symptoms and ulcers. New intestinal alpha glucosidase inhibitors from the natural source and they used. This has been commercialized through Sunny Labs Private Limited, Bangalore, and presently the product that is available in the market, international market. The two process technologies, development of the process for the extruded nutrient products for the management of metabolic disorder, anemia, and malnutrition. That was transferred to the Amia Life Sciences, that is brand of Welfare Life FDP and SBC Healthcare Private Limited, Hyderabad. These products are also released in the March 23 and these are available in the market. So this is the brief introduction that has been concluded. Now I am requesting Dr. K. Chebrolu sir to give a few suggestions to the students.
Students, today I would like to share my some of the research findings in the area of natural products, particularly drug discovery from the natural products, where we have been practicing natural products for the last 20 to 24 years. So, before going to my topic, I would like to give a glance about the institutes here and IFT games of chemical technology. So there is a council called PSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which is under Ministry of Science and Technology. Under this PSIR network, there are 37 laboratories and other institutions. So in the discipline, here it is discipline, biological sciences, chemical sciences, engineering. So all five disciplines particular laboratories are in the entire India. Hyderabad have 3 laboratories, one is MGRS, CMB and IACT. Color indicates the expertise discipline. So So when coming to IFBT has been established in the year of 1944 before India's independence by the Nizam under the name of PLSIR. And after that, after the independence, it has been taken by the government of India and then named as the Regional Research Lab Hyderabad. And in 1999, under the leadership of Dr. A.V. Ramarao, the name has been changed to Indian Institute of Chemical Technology based on the development of several technologies, particularly in the agro-related technologies, monochlorophosphate. So they have been renamed to Indian Institute of Chemical Technology. And in 2012, comes under CSR network. CSR name has been added before the name of ISBT. And then so far, we have been almost now 80 years completed establishment. So main ISBT strength, you can see the evolution of the institute from 1944 to till date. So ISBT has been initially started with coal, and then 1950 ceramics usually has been, and then 1960 oils and fats and surface coating. 1970s agrochemicals has been started. 1980s generic has been started. 1990 polymers, 2000 semiochemicals, and environmental technology, functional materials, and pharmaceutical and agrochemicals. So from the last 80 years, total 80 years, so the evolution CLS to RR and the regional is government Hyderabad CSR. So from the last 80 years, ISBT is contributing to pharma industry. The pharma supplying the process development of the intermediates, of course, liquid science and technology. Almost in India, more than 70% of oil industries are utilizing our ISBT technology for the production of rice bran oil. Similarly, some agrochemical products also ISBT is developed a lot of technology. You see the different research areas, as I told you, ISBT studies major chemistry and chemical technology. We have different divisions starting from applied biology, which is the division responsible for all biological screening. We have the state of animal health facility and chemical engineering and process technology, where the division is responsible for development of process technology in the quintal level, quintal level. Fluoro and agrochemicals, where fluorinated chemicals are very important, particularly in the civil aviation. Also, agrochemicals also we have a big division. Recently, our ISBT has developed semiochemicals, these agrochemicals without using pesticide, and the functional polymer functional materials, organic synthesis for process chemistry, where is develop the several drug intermediates, including active phytochemical ingredients and all. Our major scientific faculty, almost 149 scientific faculty, and technical staff, supporting staff 196, research fellows, so now it is up to more than 550 research students, and came across starting from Kashmir to Kanyakumari in each and every state. So when coming to the topic, natural products, because it's more important, where the evidence says the natural products have the importance, and then we have been utilizing from our ancient times. Most it has been evidenced by the Mesopotamian civilization, and in the olden days, based on the knowledge, our ancestors have identified the plants which are useful plants for our healthcare, and also some plants are identified as a toxic plant based on the knowledge. So this practice has been rooted to the generations together and then formed as the traditional systems of medicine. So this traditional system of medicine can be classified into two categories. One is codified system and non-codified system, where codified will come under Ayush Ministry, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani and homeopathy. Non-codified folklore medicine, where even today majority of the travel people are utilizing folklore medicine system. Even though there is no scientific certainty, but there is definitely a potentiality of folklore medicine for combating the several diseases, particularly the interior areas and tribal areas. And of course, this both the systems are contributing equally to the primary health care in India. So we can assume that we are using this travel system of medicine from the last 4,000 years ago. But in this present scenario, in this 21st century, we can do much better because we only until the plant-based medicine or herbal medicine depended upon the quality control aspect, because in this present scenario, the advancement of science and technology, including the instrumentation and biological, we can do much better. And even not only in India, the even developed countries also utilizing the plant-based medicine for different name. When you go to America, it is called botanical. Europe, it is called nutraceutical. In India, it is Asian country, it is called herbal medicine. But the raw material is same plant. And here in the developed countries, you can see the outlets of the raw materials of plant-based medicines in Colombia, South Africa, and China. And when coming to India, particularly as I mentioned you, there are few people are called traditional healers or folklore healers. Still, even till today, we can see this type of people visit the tribal areas or rural forest area. So still, these people are not qualified enough for having like RFA or MBBS degree, but they got their knowledge from their fathers and forefathers. Still, these people are practicing from the plant-based medicine and the folklore medicine to serve the people around them, and they are doing much better still. Like best example is we have seen the particular the corona and Hanumaiah medicine. The kind of popularity it gained entire India, Hanumaiah medicine, but it's also benefited so many people. So likewise, there are several traditional healer people, many tribal people are benefiting where there is no access to the hospitals and there is no access to the doctors. Even recently, government of India also conducted a survey regarding the existence of these traditional healers. Almost 3 to 4 lakh people are existing in the entire India, scattered to the north region and also particularly northeast region and south region, particularly Nalamala forest region and the eastern Ghats and in the Kerala western Ghats. Still, there are a lot of medicinal plants which are not explored. And majority of these cases, the folklore medicine, traditional medicine is in tribes of India. And India is the largest country where having the heterogeneous tribal population scattered to the different parts of the country. The Himalayan region, northeast region, south region, western India, Andaman Nicobar Islands. Andaman Nicobar Islands, particularly, there are 9 native tribes called Andamans and Nicobaris. We are not accessible to see those people, but they are completely surviving their life based on the plant-based medicine. Even if you visit also some islands, there is no doctor, only they used to take the plant-based medicine based on their local knowledge. And if the emergency, only helicopter to pull out those people to the mainland. So this is the importance of the natural product. And so based on peripheral information, recently World Health Organization has conducted a survey to know the facts about the plant-based medicine, and it revealed that more than 80% of the people globally rely on the plant-based traditional medicine for their primary health care needs. Particularly when you are at home, you have cut by cutting the vegetables immediately. You remember the turmeric, which is very well known as an antibiotic and antiseptic, all those things. So likewise, so more than 80% people, and further WHO also listed 21,000 medicinal plants which are having enormous or extensive medicinal uses. And when coming to our tropical country like India, we have 16 agroclimatic zones and 45,000 different medicinal plant species which are part of our system of medicine like Ayurveda and Siddha Unani. And of course, later another 1,500 medicinal plants were added where those plants are extensively using the manufacturing or preparation of our Ayurvedic medicine or Siddha medicine, Unani medicine. So these are the major natural sources: plant kingdom, microbial world, animal sources, marine world, germs and toxins. So among these 5 sources, plant kingdom has contributed a lot for the well-being of human being and living thing. In the form of Ayurveda and the Siddha Unani, and microbial world, penicillin is one of the best examples of the contribution microbial world, and animal sources, several of the drugs were discovered from the animal sources and which are in the present market for different uses like antibiotics and other. And marine world, the present market, whatever the antibiotics or anti-cancer agents were directly discovered from the marine world, similarly leading to toxins also. There is other species like them, which is also having the history of the utilization in ancient time and also having the different activities. Lichens are nothing but the symbiotic organism of fungi and cyanobacteria. Because of the symbiosis, lichens always have the different kind of special kind of compound, decidors and all are polyphenolic compounds, and they are also having different activities like antioxidants, antioxidant, antiviral, and antibiotic activities. And these are called pollution indicators where they grow in the non-polluted area. Particularly in the Sunday, if you buy biryani material in supermarket that contains lichen along with the spices like dalchini, biryani leaf, and star fruit. So this is used as a coloring agent as well as the antioxidants or activity also. So if you give the Kadapa Ralsima region, you will see the lichen outlet. You can also see lichen outlet in the Kirana shop. So that's why these are very important as a nutraceuticals because the compounds from the lichens are having most of the compounds are polyphenolic compounds. As we know, because of this polyphenolic nature, the activities are the antioxidant activity and other alpha glucose, all activities will be having. So because of the reason these are very famous in Europe as a nutraceuticals. There is a lot of big market regarding the lichen. And these are the several other drugs derived from the animals. For example, you see here several bioactive compounds are derived from the body parts and the animal. Here, tetrodotoxin extracted from the venom of vegetarian viper is from this viper, and has developed as a sterile extract, silajaprid, and also cataprid. And here some drugs also, epibacterial drugs also discovered from this drug and which are in the present market as an antibiotic and for other uses. Actually, one professor used to walk for 1 kilometer while going to his department. So in the particularly in the rainy season, so his legs were infected for fungus infection. So while going, he saw the frogs in the pool because I got the fungal infection. Why can't the frogs not get? So the thought made him to work on the frog, and he collected some frogs and separated the skin and isolated epibacterials, and which became a drug in the present market. So that thought makes. So there are several drugs likewise discovered based on this information. And you see the applications of natural products. Natural products applications are in every field, starting from herbal medicines to food field, cosmetics and pesticides everywhere. Best example is artemisinin, which is for discovery of artemisinin rewarded a Nobel Prize to the Chinese professor. And this also there is a big story. And when there is a Vietnam War, Vietnam had lost its soldiers based on the mosquito bite, not by the attack of the opponent. So in that case, Vietnam has approached to China to solve this problem because China and India has the largest history of the traditional medicine. So in that case, the China has constituted a high power committee under the chairmanship of Professor Chebrolu, who got the Nobel Prize for this discovery of artemisinin. So they have initially identified almost 500,000 medicinal plants based on this traditional medicine, and then prepared the extract and the screen for antimalarial activity. And then finally, they end up with Artemisia innova, which is a very well-known medicinal plant for mosquito bite antimalarial. And then from there, they have isolated artemisinin based on the biocide approach. So for the discovery, she got Nobel Prize. And also there are several other compounds which are very famous in different sectors, like in crop protected aromatic tea. Rosemary acid is very widely used as a food preservative And Epigenin is a very well known as the coloring, the beverage industry, and the linolol is a very well known as the perfume, and studios and artificial sweetener, isolated from stevia, rodentia, and linolic acid. So there is a lot of application in each and every field of natural product. And you see the beauty of the nature here. See, this is a lemon. So orange smell is due to plus limonene, and the lemon smell is due to minus limonene. Just because of the side, plus minus. As we know, there are different type of compounds, same compound, plus is a drug and minus is a toxin. So that is the here also peppermint. So minus carbon is responsible for peppermint smell, and plus carbon is the damage smell. So this is the beauty of the nature. Likewise, there are several unrevealed secrets are there in the nature. So and also there are a lot of even secondary metabolites which are very much potential in the nature. So we need to explore them for the discovery of the candidate. And a recent example in the vaccine, particularly this is a called PS21, which is a part of the several vaccines including Covishield. So this is also isolated from the medicine brand which is Hanumaiah, I think the Pharmaceutical is there. And another contribution in this area, there is a one compound which has been developed by IIT process that is called adjuvant. So the adjuvant is part of we give the technology to Bharat, which is a part of Covaxin vaccine. So for every Covaxin vaccine contains the compound which is developed by IIT. There is a recent achievement of the IIT. And similarly, this vaccine is the only source in natural products. Now we are also working the other type of natural products, the similar type of compound. Based on this, when compared to this US21, our developed compound is non-toxic and efficacy is also more. So we have applied for a patent in my group, and we are waiting for that. So if it is success, then it will become a first Indian-based plant-based vaccine. So as I told you, the utilization of the plants or natural products has a long history, which can be traced back to Mesopotamian civilization, 2600 BC, and when coming to Egyptian civilization also, 1500 BC, they have documented in Africa, documented therapeutic application of more than 700 drugs. When coming to China, which is the largest system of medicine, Chinese traditional system of medicine, Chinese Mediterranean America, they are also traced back to 1100 BC. There are traditionally established in the form of Ayurveda in India. As we know, Ayurveda is a long established system of medicine practiced in India thousands of years, but now it is also getting worldwide attention as an alternative system of medicine. And when you see this the concept of Ayurveda and Ayush medicine, Ayush system speaks about the holistic medicine, and of course, this also form a basis for the discovery of many drugs which are in the present market. So here I gave few of the drugs which have been discovered based on the Ayurvedic knowledge or Ayush knowledge. So Ravirupia alkaloids to reduce hypertension, Soralin, isolated from Soralia polypolia, Olaric alkaloid, and Pipidins isolated from fiber species, and Pipidins, and Piclozide, Aurora, Milanthis, and Methanolite. These are economically affordable plants, and the procurement of raw material also very easy, and compared to low tax. Here, toxicity are plant-based drugs has to be consumed as per the dosage. Then only those are not toxic and which are effective also. But if you take more quantity, more dosage, it is also like a poison. And here I would like to quote one example here. We know pretty well about the Naxwamica capsules, very well known in homeopathy for the use of diabetes. So my friend working as a lecturer, he has suffered from diabetes. He has been told by during in the college, so why don't you take Naxwamica bar? Take an Naxwamica bar, and it will be relieved from the diabetes. So what he has done is he has taken bar while going to bed and put it in the water. Next day morning, he has taken the water. Nothing but the water extra. So my friend has taken more bar because of the excitement. So he has hospitalized. So whatever the amount, excess amount you take for our body will not accept. Either motions or vomiting. So that's why dosage is very much important, particularly Ayurvedic medicines or plant-based medicine. The only severe effect will be on only kidneys, no other organs will be damaged. So that is the main disadvantage of plant-based medicine. But the advantage will be we have taken the perfectly quality control drug and every dosage, the chronic disease will be decreased. And recently, particularly in the COVID-1 period, there are two universities, one from Mumbai and one from Pune. They have conducted a survey in entire India, including Union Territory, regarding the consumption of spices versus the viral COVID-19 and other viral load. So generally, as per our tradition, we consume a lot of spices in our daily life, starting from morning to evening, starting from ginger tea and turmeric, tamarind, darjeeling, and other lot of spices. So they have conducted a survey Kashmir to every other state, and generally consume spices based on the price availability and price. So the Lakshadweep people have consumed a lot of spices, and based on the availability, that's why the effect of COVID-19 was very minimal. The Lakshadweep Island compared to the other islands and also other mainland. So this shows our spices are very important, and because of this importance, after Corona, we are more addicted to these spices, starting from our tea to using spices, many spices in our biryani and curry and all. So this result shows that spices are having a specialty type of chemicals which are known as adjuvants, which increase the immunity response in our body. So that's what recent researchers are more now focusing on to work on the spices. Recently, 1 month back, even Taste of Technology from Andhra, they also identified some chemicals which are responsible for immunity boosters as well as anti-cancer agents from spices. They also finished phase 1 clinical trials regarding. So this is also one of the importance of our spices. So I personally feel this much big country having 144 population, still we are in the control of COVID-19 because of only our particularly consumption of spices and saved us the country compared to the other Western countries. So with biodiversity, there are 34 mega diversity hotspots in the entire world. And among those, our country holds 3 hotspots, Tibetan region, Himalayan region, and Western Ghats. So in these 3 regions, there are a lot of bits to gone unexplored, and even though those are not even identified by the taxonomically, majority of the tribal people are particularly the northeast region. So those people are tribal people are utilizing for their healthcare, and also some of the plants have become their livelihood, particularly in the northeast and Gambut and other plant. So when coming to the drug discovery from National, there are different stages starting from raw material to drug candidate, and the raw material may be plant, fungi, insects, marine, and micro. Usually they are being processed to prepare the extract. So by the different methods, oxide extraction, water extraction, micro extraction, ionic, there are different types of extractions are available. So based on the compounds nature, the extraction techniques will be adopted. And once the extraction has been done, they have to be fractionated using biosecond approach and other approach to get the full compound. By doing the chromatography techniques, similarly there are a lot of chromatography techniques are known, and based on the compound nature and complexity, the chromatography techniques should be adopted like HPLC, HPLC, non-chromatography, supercritical chromatography, and membrane filtration, ion exchange, and all those. Once pure compound is applied, there has to be characterized structure based on the different spectroscopic techniques starting from UV to X-ray. And every spectroscopic technique has its own advantage and one information starting UV to give the information about the bromophore double bond, and the FDR will give information about the functional groups, and NMR will give number of carbons, number of protons, carbon transfer based number of proton, and mass will be the molecular weight of those compounds and different fragments, and X-ray is finally to your complete structure. So once the active compound is prepared, because our nature always give only little quantity of the compound, so it has to be scaled up to for extensive biological studies and medicinal studies. For this, medicinal chemistry will come into this picture to prepare a different library and to lead compound. Once it compound of the lead compound is obtained, then it pass in different places, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 studies to become a drug candidate. So these are the potential steps involved in the transport drug discovery. So these are the main major three steps important steps identifying the need to lead and lead optimization. These are the very crucial steps the entire drug discovery of the transport. So this here I gave the information about the from the last 4 decades contribution of natural products almost around 2,000 trucks were marketed. The present market as a trucks which are directly or indirectly in the discovered from the natural sources. Here this iceberg shows only 10% of real flora and the discovered so far, and almost another 90% of flora has been added called as a gold mine. So there is a lot of lot of opportunities to work in this area of natural products. Coming to funding, almost was less than 1% has been studied. The major contribution of natural products goes to the discovery of anti-cancer drugs, particularly capmodicin, vincristine, Toxol, and several other drugs. And there is another compound which are derived from marine, aerobic, or so far the fastest and the more powerful drug is available as injection form, injection here. And similarly, antibiotic drugs and the antifungal drugs, amphotericin and gasophobia, which is the only source of products. And several these are the 2 areas where there is a lot of contribution from the natural products. And for the discovery of drugs, there are different approaches in the natural products, particularly the most famous approach is biosigand approach, and where extraction and screening of various targets and fractionation and every fraction will be again subject to the biological activity, and the active fraction will be taken up for isolation and identification of the active compound from the active fraction. And once it is isolated, the activation will be done by 1 day and 2 day or other anomaly. And another approach is random approach, where it is completely opposite to the first approach, where you weigh the different extras and do isolate as many as compounds you can, and then after that all isolates and extract will be screening will be done with various targets. So and recently there are several alternate techniques, LCMS and LCMS and QDOF, MARDIDOF, different alternate techniques are available. And recently, the alternate techniques are played a major role, vital role in the screening of natural products and in the identification of natural products, and of course, the quality control of natural products. So, this is a mass based and mass guided isolation, where mass information of mass is must for the identification of the compound, and the NMR based NMR guided isolation is also available, and metabolomics based approach, where quantification and identification of the active compounds from the good extract, and molecular networking approach is also almost equal to the this artificial intelligence, where your server is computer is connected to a server, global natural product server. When you develop a total and Chowdavaram of the extract, when it is connected to the PLK server, immediately we get the information about the known compounds and the unknown compounds. So that is a recent approach. Based on the information, we can focus on different type of known compounds and unknown compounds for the isolation. Recently, phytopharma approach. This is phytopharma Act came in almost 15 years back. So it is nothing but a extract of fraction, active fraction. The minimum 4 compounds should be active compounds should be there in the fraction or extract, and that 4 compounds activity should be well defined, and all the plant should be mentioned in the Ayurveda or any oil system of medicine. The 4 compound quantity should be maintained equally in every batch to batch, and that is the phytopharma approach. 4 compounds, of course, we very well identified by the 1D and NMR technique. So we are working on all these approaches. I would like to give some of our laboratory results in each and every approach. So when coming to our own research, as I mentioned you, we are practicing this actual research from the last 20 years. Our main aim is to validate the folklore medicine where people are utilizing and without any scientific knowledge. So when we almost frequently visit the different tribal areas and interact with those traditional healers while interacting with the appliance based on the knowledge. So after while interacting, we note the medicine what how they are using, how they are collecting, and in what way they are preparing the extract and what way they are preparing the formulation. So when coming back to the lab, we will analyze those results with our databases like Dictionary of Plant Products, reactions, whether those plants have been scientifically validated or not for the particular target. So if it is not validated, those medicines or those particular plants will be identified and picked up for our work to validate scientifically and in respect of bioactive compounds and therapeutic active compounds. Once the active compound is identified, we also work on the medicinal chemistry approach to generate the different kind of library to enrich the activity and reduce the toxicity. As we know, in many of the cases, the active compounds will be applied from the nature was moderately active, and that's why majority of the drugs in the present market are and the modified mass products, not in original mass products. So in applied side, we are actively working in the context of the herbal medicines. You know, there's a lot of issues available, issues are there in the present market regarding the quality control of the herbal medicines. And we were also positive development of the active compound from the extract without doing any color chromatography, just watching the different liquid extraction and all those things, which are industrially viable process. In that process, we have succeeded the two compounds, one is the proponent, another one is beta-alanine. So we have taken the extract and then without doing any color chromatography, we have purified the compound to gram level, which we have applied for patent within the process. So our approach is very simple. Here we work on different kinds of plants of different variety, where we know we take the medicinal plant and the mentioned traditional folklore and medicine. So in majority of the cases, if you work on this plant, you end up with the known molecules, and so far the known molecules are screened for only single target. So we are based on this gap, we are repurposing these known molecules to different targets, and in many of the cases, known molecules are high-end pharmaceutical. So we also working taking this known molecules by doing medicinal chemistry suppose we generate different analogs. Similarly, if you work on the electrode, flora, and marine process, always you end up with the novel compounds and new molecules. So finally, all these new molecules and analogs and new targets will be subject to biological screening, and once it is done, it is the active compound, then we will go for a patenting and then further develop as an IPR drug candidate. So this is a biological approach. First approach where good extract will be taken up based on the activity guided, and the active extract will be taken up and further pass it through the demonstrate 18 column, eluting in the aqueous method and aceto to generate the 6 fractions. Again, as per the biological approach to pattern, the 6 fractions will be again submitted to the biological screening, and the active fraction will be taken up to isolate the lead compound. Further, speed compound is in milligram scale, so it will be further developed synthesis and chemical modification, and in vitro in vivo studies and mechanism of action studies to develop as a drug candidate. So this is the overall bioscience approach we are following. I will show some of our examples where we know here piper species are very well-known species, and we for and having piper magnum miriado. Very well known. Similarly, there are other species also available in India. Widely used in different system of medicine, piper gamma and piper beetle and piper lactam and all those things. So, as part of our studies, we have screened different piper species for anti-cancer activity as well as all those reductive inhibition activity. So, nothing but diabetic retinopathy.
So the piper extract, ethanolic extract shows very good cytotoxic activity, and its chloroform extract shows moderate the autoinflammation activity. It is well known, and it is also part of several other Ayurvedic drugs like Chandramoulipuram, Vatika, or the Dharmantara, and the major class of compounds are the amide type of alkaloids, which are having cyclobutadiene and cyclohexane. So based on this activity, we have processed through the biostated approach and then isolated 7 compounds from the active fraction where is so under the active fraction further isolation of the active compound is screened for those compounds in the against the anti-cancer. So compound 2 and compound 3 showing very good activity. Here you can see activity 0.018 microgram per ml against the 420 per cell line 3.1. So again, the based on this, the also characterization, structural characterization has been done based on the NMR, 1D NMR and 2D NMR techniques based on the 4D, HCFC and MOE. And finally, performance the mass spectrometric fragmentation where we came to know this primary compound is found by the electrolytic reaction of the monomer gametes. Similarly, they also process the active autoreductase inhibition active extract and isolated so many different compounds, lignan and the amide and other compounds, where we came to know this particularly is showing moderate activity which is 160 micromoles activity, and this compound is isolated in the include as a isolated and identified as a major phytochemical lead. That's why we thought of doing some analog, generating analog to increase the activity further beyond 160 micromoles. So before this, just we compare our lead molecule with the marketed drugs which are in the present market as a ALR inhibitor. So here we have identified the diamide functionality seems to be common in our lead molecule and also marketed drugs. So we thought of keeping impact of this functionality and play around this aromatic moiety and this double bond to generate the analog. Here you can see 40 micromoles preceding and 8 micromoles in carbon. These are the drugs which are in the present market. So initially, we have identified these sites for modification, and initially we thought of attaching some indole moiety by the micronation reaction. Yeah, indole has having more identity and more important as part of many other drugs. So we thought of doing addition of indole by using the micronation reaction since its double bond is a main acid class. So for this, we have initially we have to optimize the reaction condition. So for this, we have screened so many research catalysts, starting from serine chloride, lanthanum nitrate, and all those things. Finally, the iodine 10% is being put result to yield 80% yield. Solvent dichloroethylene is also with the same yield. So based on this optimization, we conducted the micronation reaction of indole with picolinate and it formed monomycrolate and dimycrolate. So with this optimized with this same condition, we have prepared so many compounds with different indole, monomycrolate and dimycrolate. So the screen for the activity here you can see this dimycrolate is showing 4 micromolar. This also showing 4 micromolar. This also 60 micromolar. So the original molecule activity was 160 micromolar, and this compound derivative activity was 4 micromolar. So that means the activity was almost increased 40 folds. Similarly, by modifying the aromatic moiety and the moiety, for this we have synthesized this compound and then modified and prepared several another. Unfortunately, these compounds are not showing that much potency when compared to the microlate. So similarly, another plant which is called Chebrolu latifolia, which is the part of the Ayurvedic famous Ayurvedic pharmacist called Dashamula. So, which is a pharmacist of 10 plant roots. So this plant is not studied properly for identification of active compound. So we have taken up this plant and isolated 4 compounds, isotexate letter 676 number ring system. So this compounds were screened against the hydrogen activity and it is showing almost equal to the doxorubicin respect of its potency against the HC29 to HCF7 different cell line. So this plant, these compounds are very low yield compounds, when you process the raw material from dedicated material, will end up with the isolation of 5 to 6 milligrams. So it is not sufficient for doing the biological study in vitro in vivo. But then we also developed a synthetic strategy based on the known skill, and then we have almost done with this compound. Now we are working on this phenolic OH to generate the LR. So basically, this bicyclic core of isocyanates and latex are very important for the biological activity. So another approach is the reverse bias and approach, the random approach. Here, this is completely different as I mentioned you. Here, you prepare the extract and then you do work on in chromatography techniques to isolate the asparagus compound and then finally submit to the biological schedule. So in this approach, initially we have taken the plant called Chebrolu Bacillus, which belongs to the Malaceae family, neem family. As we know, neem family plants are having importance as the healthcare as well as the agriculture important. This plant is also picked up by the interaction with the Chowdavaram tribal people where they have been using this plant for healthcare as well as with other monochrotophos for the paddy, application of paddy and for this one. So we have prepared the different extracts and isolated different compounds and the final screen for different cell line compounds are showing moderate activity against the cell line. And these are the other compounds, isolated compounds, 42 compounds are isolated from this plant, different extracts, and some of the compounds are showing moderate activity based on these compounds are called nicoloids. And based on the one compound, Chebrolu, we have just to make simple chemical modification studies where we have analyzed to remove this ester and then some other compounds or aromatic moieties which enhance the activity almost 100%. So these are also showing very good cell line and also showing the antigen and insecticidal activity against the Chowdavaram and Hanumaiah. Similarly, another plant taken Chandramoulipuram, which is available in the Himalaya and China border, where this plant is a part of many China system of medicine for different ailments, starting from antibiotic and antibacterial, anti-cancer activity. So we have taken this extract and then plant collected the foods, because the foods are very important. And collected the foods and then made the extract and then isolated different non-polar compounds. Here we can see artificial type of compound, and these compounds are shown moderate activity. And then again, polar extract we have isolated the lignan, which is the 6 member ring, and this lignan is also very much potent in respect of the anti-cancer activity. And based on the lignan, we have also generated so many different types of heterocyclic derivatives and screen for different activity, and some compounds are showing one or two derivatives are showing almost equal to the oxygen activity, and we also studied further for molecular modeling and other activities. So these are the other examples where showing the different type of compounds where we followed the random approach, isolate and prepare the several hybrids, and this Narayana substance is the Nepal medicine plant, isolated different compounds, and this is the alloy MOD and the MOD isolated from Indian Gubarpodium species and prepared some of the derivatives, derivatives showed good activity. And this is addition because is also a very well-known part of many Indian system of medicine, Nepal, which is polyplastia. Similarly, lignan, chandrin, and gomacin B, and margarine, and also here the limonite monoids, seafood margarine B, and particularly the partial and the neem oil, which is showing good anti-malarial activity. And as well as other compounds also isolated with similar approach by Latin flora, and other and also prepared some other derivatives based on the lead compound. Marine algae isolated compounds. And similarly, we also did some work on the using the lichen is the Usmia longissima, which is called old man beer because this looks like a old man beer. And this is also having the term system of medicine for different, for centuries, for different, and even till today, several of the experts are continued by the tribal communities for producing the fever and bone fracture. The literature shows several monophyletic and Andhra divergent and derivatives we have taken for this lichen for our study in the random approach. And this is the approach where we have taken the dried lichen manifest HCl and prepared the HCl extract and then submit it to generate the different fractions related to the external state. Finally, purified all those fractions to isolate the isolation and identification of four compounds. So these are the four compound structures, and the carbonic acid structure was finally we covered the crystal at the first time, and we got the crystal structure also. These compounds are screened for fantastic activity on different cell lines, and this carbonic acid showing good activity against the 8.4 cell line, 1.78 micromole. So we have taken this compound for further studying recycle analysis and other studies also, which clearly flow cytometry analysis showed clearly is arresting the cell cycle in B01 by given rate, leading to the indicating the appropriate cell death and further staying the state to confirm mechanism of action, which is also clearly indicating the immunoglobulin assay and other assays is also clearly cleavage of the PRP protein and other studies also within cancer. So finally, this study we also use the empirical technique to characterize the structure. What we have done is we have developed the code line chromogram of this extract and then identified several other compounds based on the mass fragmentation. These are the structure and further we also justify by using the fragmentation pattern how these compounds are formed in plant lichen by using the fragmentation experiments. So these are the other random approach. So another approach is LCMS guide approach. As we know, there are nowadays there is a lot of hypernet techniques are available, LCMS and different. And when you see the natural drug discovery program, natural should be the tedious process, the laborious process, for so many steps, and even of course, there is no guarantee for getting the new drug or new compounds practically. That's why nowadays majority of the industries are not coming forward to take up the natural products or the drug discovery because there is no guarantee with each investment and the results will take a lot of time. Even there is no guarantee. That's what and huge manpower also involved. So that's what we can replace the manpower with by using a hybrid technique and dereplication technique. And particularly, this is the traditional procedure for the isolation of the natural products as we have seen in our previous slide. Prepare the extract and fractions and the active fractions and prepare the compound, structural station, activity confirmation, and finally, maybe known as new molecules. If it is a known, you will be disappointed. If it is a new, then you will be excited. So that's what even majority of the scholars also not showing interest to work in this area of natural products area because of this laborious process and even getting papers also or publications also which will be delayed. So that's what hybrid techniques has played a major role. Purification strategy based on the natural products here, the collection, identification, extraction, and then to develop the code line, chromatograph, and tool of MS and DCF to get the structures of the compound or names of the compound, and we can also do the fractionation by using the MS technique, and finally you can purify by using separate HPLC or mass graded approach by HPLC. And the principle is very simple. LCMS based on the liquid chromatography and coupled with mass spectrometry, and liquid chromatography separate the mixed compound based on the polarity, and tandem mass spectrometry based on the reflector can identify it, and quantification also can be done based on the compound fragmentation of the molecular weights can be done like the MRM approach, multi-reaction monitoring system, the fragmentation analysis, mass weight of fragmentation isolation, and MRM quantification. So recently we are more interested to work on this the hybrid techniques. I will show different applications of hybrid techniques in natural research, starting from identification, characterization, and ending up the quantification and the MRM quantification of an application of different, of course, in the quality control aspects also I am going to show some of the results from our lab. So this is one of the medicinal plant which is called Regelia conarae, and this also belongs to various family, and we have picked up this plant based on its growth usage. And what we have done is we have prepared the extract and then developed the total line chromatograph, and based on the DNP and the reactions we have identified these compounds as a new compound, and by focusing on the three new compounds by using separate HPLC we have purified those compounds, and the structures were identified and characterized based on the NMR and other facility, and here for the engine I gave you can put an unstable number of this compound. So these compounds are isolated by using almost 5 compounds are new compound, this is one compound. Similarly, we also applied this UPLC MS guided strategy for the lichen isolation, where we have taken the lichen and prepared the extract, and then simultaneously we also developed the total line chromatograph of each extract and the fraction also. So based on this, we have isolated and identified several compounds, and for this we also developed the total line chromatograph, and all those compounds are again screened for different biological activity. So these are the fractions of total line chromatograph of food extract and different fractions. These are the optimized mass spectrometric conditions for the chromatographic conditions compared to the technology. So these are the different compounds isolated by using mass guided approach, cyclic acid type compound, diuretic type compounds, and monophenolic compound. And this is the new compound isolated and characterized by using this approach. And similarly, other lichen also we have used for this approach and isolated and developed the total isolated different compounds. And again, these compounds are screened tested against the APBS and BPBS and several enzymatic assays, and some of the compounds are showing almost 90% and another lichen is radical pigment was scratched and then subjected to the mass-based approach and isolated different compounds and screened different enzyme-based assays. Some of the compounds are showing bonded activity. So another application of hybridetics are chemoprofiling. You can do chemoprofiling, identify the different type of compounds, and also you can do quantification, and similarly you can also identify rapidly by using technical fragmentation and their mass and their molecules. So here we have used here one of the plant Populus instance, which is a very good medicinal plant, and particularly very much used in the viral disease, and the Sun Pharma is working on it for the phytopharma approach. They have developed the phytopharma for the combating the dengue fever. So the lot of tribal people are using this plant roots for combating the dengue fever. So what we have done is we have traditionally isolated the compounds from this plant, and we have also identified the 4 main compounds. And these are the main compounds responsible for viral activity, and we have initially for developing a different approach and different method. We made different types of extracts where these compounds will be high yield, and then by using different non-polar and polar solvent, and to make sure the yield of these 4 active compounds should be high. And based on this, we have quantified using the MRM quantification, MRM quantification, phenylpropylene, macrochlorine, and 20 hydroxy so and favorable right there. And based on this method, we also prescribe some of the marketed samples where Ayurvedic formula formulations and Iranian formulations, and we also quantified these to the active compounds to those formulations. This is one of the finest applications of hybrid technique in the quality control aspect. From further moving, we also identified and justified is identified the common fragment for different type of compound. For example, and this is the common fragment we have also identified in the MRM mode and mass mode. Similarly, in the other compounds also for different benzo-isobutyl type alkylates also we identified molecular 192 fragment in the common fragment. And another application is the rapid identification of particular type of compounds in several species. And here we have taken the Sipadasa Mahadipirana Diagram Granada by using a good of MS approach and fragmentation study. Here we have developed our method by taking the plant from the extract and passing the SP gathering to mass spectrometer and generated the total and chromogram, including the molecular weights. Based on the molecular weights and molecular formula, we have identified the different types of compounds, and based on the compound structure, we have classified the triple limonite and mixed limonite. And here also, we also justified the mass fragmentation and formation of this mass fragmentation also proposed fragmentation mass fragmentation. Similarly, fragmentation pattern of different type of fragmentation type compounds and the analysis of other type compounds also. So here also proposed different types of limonite, and in the final study and in the other study, we have taken 4 compounds, 4 lichen species, and analyzed the compound character and the availability of the compound or occurrence of the compounds for the compound 4 species, and quantified by using the multi-reaction monitoring method, which means you can simultaneously quantify the base 2 as well as fragmentation speed. And here we have taken the Pharmaceutical species of 4 species, and in the abundant species Pharmaceutical into 4 compounds, 5 compounds are isolated in the abundant species, and these 5 species were utilized as standards. And by using these standards, we have mapped these compounds, the other 4 species by using the FCMS and the FPDLC method. And these are the sample progression conditions optimized, and we developed the total and chromogram and MS of all the 5 species and identified these compounds based on the molecular formula and molecular weight. And based on the compound type, we have also classified these compounds as the depth-side type compounds and dextrose. And every class compounds we gave a copper fragmentation pathway, and monometallic compounds and parabolic acid compounds. Finally, we analyzed by Venn diagram. The specific compounds are common in all the 5 species, and some compounds are specific to those species. And we also gave the analysis of the occurrence of these compounds and the distribution of these compounds in the 5 species. Similarly, just I would like to touch upon about the quality control aspects of herbal drugs, because this is also one of the important aspects in the present scenario. Recently, in 2023, I think August 1st, so there was a clipping news clipping that herbal supplement toxicity lands a patient in the hospital. So generally, we take medicine or herbal supplements, whatever for getting the good health. But particularly the herbal supplements or herbal drugs, there is a lot of demand in the market, and similarly, that's what a lot of adulteration is also happening in the herbal drugs. That's what, even though there is a lot of importance of herbal because of its quality control aspects and adulteration, it's not getting famous. So the standardization, as I told you, we are also working in this aspect. Standardization of the herbal medicine. There are a lot of problems in herbal industry. I think we might have heard 20 years back, we fought with America for getting back the patent of turmeric, similarly neem oil. So that's what, even turmeric is a part of our tradition from several centuries. So America, they filed a patent. So because our turmeric field was not cultivated in America, so the neem is also not cultivated. So even though they are patented, those are a lot of challenges in natural products, and standardization is the major hurdle in the natural products formulation, because when you take one plant formulation, so definitely there will be a therapeutic marker which is responsible for the activity. So the therapeutic marker may be secondary metabolites like alkaloids and glyphosate support, so it can be anything, flavonoids also. So the therapeutic marker may vary on different conditions like geographical conditions, soil conditions. For example, if you study one plant from your native place and in Kashmir, definitely there is a difference between those 2 plants, because in Kashmir it's a low temperature, so there is a lot of stress in the plant to grow in that low temperature to high altitude. So in that process, plant will synthesize the typical type compounds which are not specific to the south region, which is very hard. So in that aspect, the active compound should be optimized, before going to the formulation. Then only that can be effective. Maybe the active compound is not optimum, the major compound with other compound may major, so that also leads to the toxicity. So 75% to 80% of the medicinal plants required, the transformants are collected in the wind source and sustainable supply of the raw material is therefore difficult. So that is one of the reasons for the adaptation of the other species, not the basis of the formulation. And that's what nowadays, when majority of the herbal Himalaya and Dabur, based on their requirement, they are cultivating those medicinal plants, the soil of different states, where the active compounds in the optimum level. For example, Boswellia serrata, which is a very good plant for arthritis, so that the optimum quantity of market compounds, the maximum in the soil of Madhya Pradesh. That's why they have taken a lot of land in these and they are cultivating. Similarly, the Dabur meswak toothpaste. So the plant is in the Nepal, not one, because the ingredient medicinal plant are ingredients are in the optimum quantity in the Nepal and the Himalayan region. That's why they set up a plant in the Nepal region. So likewise, so because you cannot add externally the active compounds in the formulation, because the nature is giving those active compounds. So in that aspect, every aspect, the collection, starting from collection to get product, all steps to be identified, all steps to be standardized, respect of its quality control. For example, the fiber micro seeds, cereal is alternated with papaya seeds. Papaya. Similarly, belladonna leaves are alternated with the other area of the sexual seeds. Similarly, there are a lot of alteration in there. Similarly, aloe vera and aloe bark. So in that aspect, all studies in respect of physicochemical properties, quantity, quality, and its also efficacy also should be studied. So these are the different parameters in the standardization of the process of the herbal work. Physical parameters, physical, chemical, biological, botanical. The physical aspect, moisture value, actually extractive value has to be checked, and then the chemical, the raw material should be free of residual residue or free of element of residue, and biological is free of microbial contamination, pharmacological evolution, toxicological evolution should be done. And the botanical, the main plant is not available for the production, and they are taking the synonymous plant as I mentioned in papaya seeds and along fiber diagram seeds. So in that case, microscopic, macroscopic examination should be thoroughly done by using stem studies and color order and other studies. So these are the approved analytical techniques for the standards of the environment, HPLC, HPPLC, UPLC, LCMS, and DCMS. Every technique has its own significance and own contribution to the standards of the herbal medicines. So here I just to give one example, Pharmaceutical is one of the important medicinal plants part of the very formulation. So that medicinal plant is two are the marker compounds, castanol and DMS castor factor. So if you are using this plant, these two compounds should be present. Then only there is a genuine formulation. So what we have done is we have procured this Pharmaceutical rhizome and then quantified these two compounds by developing a HPLC method, and then based on our HPLC method, we also procured several of the marketed formulation, and we have verified whether those formulations containing these two compounds or not. And then fortunately, those are the these two compounds are present in the detection level. Similarly, we also need some stress degradation behavior where these two compounds are active compounds. We have taken when it went to our intestinal contents specific behavior. It is not stable enough, and then it is transformed to other compound. The other compound is toxic compound. Then we have a severe problem. So for that, we have studied the specific degradation behavior. Fortunately, these two compounds are stable enough in the different environment. So in other studies, we also studied the different phosphoric acid. These are the 6 standard well-defined standards in different pharmacopoeia of phosphoric acids, and we have developed a method in the LCMS, and then we have quantified these 6 compounds in the different phosphoric resin and then different phosphoric extract, and then verified almost 40 to 50 different market products. Only 3 or 4 market products are not for being contained in this 6 phosphoric market. And further, we also applied the MSMS fragment studies of bosonic acid to the next part. So here I will conclude here. I would like to encourage my director for his support and finally with funding agencies for giving the funding, GSP, DBT, SCR, CSR for financial support. And importantly, I would like to thank my students for their hard work. Because of their hard work, their contribution to the, and we are able to showcase all the results what they have done. And I am happy to announce that two of my products are the market. One is the plant Gorosda Indicum, where we have isolated and identified different compounds and made a patent, Indian patent, European patent. And Mamila came forward to take the patent. Finally, they made some work on them. They have finally ended up with some product, nootropics related. It is related to some diabetic neuropathy nootropics, and they have made a dietary supplements and released in the market of international market as a nootropics. Similarly, other products last year we have released on the ISCT premises itself as part of our 1 week 1 lakh canvassing program. It's a food product based on we also working while interacting with the tribal people who came to know some tribes are taking the some type of tuber for combating the hyperglycemia and hyperlipidemia. So based on that information, we made some process technology by mixing those roots and some other food products, and then we validated scientifically for activity, diabetic activity, and then we made edible product, and then technology transferred to the MLI. Now these super foods are available in the Amazon and Flipkart for as a diabetic product, different forms. So these are the Indian scientists who contributed a lot in the enrichment of natural products research in India. And the Professor Suddev is here is celebrating his 100th birthday. He is the father of Guru Shiron. And he is the Asimat Energy, first Indian scientist who got the Patnagar Prize in India. First Indian woman scientist issued the Patnagar Prize. And Dr. Govindacharya is a famous scientist who worked on majority of his life on meat plant, and similarly, every scientist has contributed a lot in the enrichment of natural product research. And once again, I would like to thank the organizing members, particularly our principal sir, Vidyodhar sir, and other organizing members from the institute for giving the opportunity to share some of our research in this platform. And also, finally, I would like to thank for your patiently listening. I'm happy to answer any of the questions related to the natural product. Thank you once again.
Any questions from students?
Any queries from students? I'll be more happy if you can ask some questions. Even if it is really also don't mind.
But actually, I have a question. In hyphenated techniques, is there a chance of getting the same compound and two different kinds of the same time? Like we do expect them to fraction.
Definitely, madam. For example, if some compounds are sparingly soluble in polar solvent. So if you do fractionate or extraction into chloroform and methanol. So chloroform is a medium polar solvent, methanol is a high polar solvent. Even though the compound is sparingly soluble in chloroform, so the compound will also come some amount in chloroform, the major amount in methanol. Yeah.
In both the fractions, I am able to see the same compound. And how can that's not. Another one is there a chance Also, the existing component.
Definitely, the major advantage of organic technology, you can identify, you can detect the compound in picogram level. So, number is any compound, you can able to identify the picogram level. So, how can you miss the major compound? Cannot miss.
There is no chance.
But it's all depend.
So we can rely on XCFS or LCFS approach and it can be a good tool for us.
Excellent, excellent.
This particular one I have seen on diagram and
And
actually I did it calculates for participants.
because we have studied 5 species and almost we have analyzed 40 to 50 compounds. Just we want to study the distribution of those compounds in the 5 species. Not done purification by using one lichen, we have isolated 5 compounds because lichens are very important in the particularly ecology. So if you can disturb the nature ecology, it will again take 5 to 6 years to grow. So we don't want to take the disturb the ecology. That's what we have taken advantage of limited technique. And we have studied almost 40 to 50 compounds and analyzed the different class of compounds based on the fragmentation. Now by using Venn diagram, we have spread the distribution. So some compounds are specific to particular only one species. Some compounds are common in all compounds. It's like a software design. Dear students, just to for a couple of minutes, there is a lot of advantages, lot of career opportunities available in the research, particularly girl students and of course boy students also after finishing of pharmacy. So I always advise you getting higher degrees is always advantage when it is not compulsory to take a job. For getting PhD, there's a lot of opportunities, particularly in the women. There is a opportunities called offered by the UGC, University Grant Commission for single chair fellowship. So if you are single, no brothers, no sisters, we apply to get the fellowship for 5 years on par with 33,000 plus HRA now. JR. So it is a 5 years, 33,000 plus HRA plus 37,000 plus HRA. So if you join in industry with your pharmacy degree, you will not get that much even salary. Okay, and when you finish PhD and if you go to the industry, you will be recruited as a project leader. But if you are not having any PhD degree, you cannot become a project leader until up to maybe 20 years experience. Similarly, there is a fellowship called Inspire Fellowship, offered by Department of Science and Technology. When you are a top ranker, university top ranker, then you will be offered an Inspire Fellowship. You can apply. Then it will also allot the 5 years fellowship. And for example, if you are not able to apply, if you are not able to get this Inspire Fellowship and single chair fellowship, and if you are not capable enough, even clear the NIPER PhDs and other CSI and UGC, and if you are having the break, natural break after MPharm, like marriage and all the 2 years break, then you also have a chance of pursuing your higher degree. There is a called WISE Fellowship offered by Department of Science and Technology, and you need to write a project by identifying some guide and institute, and then if you apply, then you will be called for presentation. If you can present well, then you will be offered 5 years fellowship with almost say 40,000 fellowship per month. For 5 years, you can get your PhD degree. And after PhD also, you can also get WISE PDF postdoctoral fellowship, 50,000 or 60,000 rupees fellowship per month. If you want to be in academics, otherwise you can also go for industry and academic position also. Similarly, there is a other fellowship called Tribal Fellowship, which is offered by the Ministry of Tribal and Welfare Department, for particularly only specific to the ST people, for men and women. Same fellowship, 33,000 plus HRA, 37,000 plus HRA. So every year, tribal department will offer 500 fellowships for master students to pursue the higher degree, PhD degree. So there are a lot of opportunities are available. I always encourage students to pursue the higher degree. Don't stop your studies in the M.Pharm only. You always go for higher degree PhD. You have a lot of opportunities, lot of future. Nowadays, pharma field is booming like anything, particularly after Corona. And majority of my students are IHP students. After finishing PhD and postdoc, they became an entrepreneur. So 2 or 3 student friends became together and then they established the industry, pharma industry, and they are giving jobs to many others because from the last 4 years, India has banned a lot of chemicals to import from the China. So there is a lot of demand in the particularly raw material and simple chemicals also. So there is a lot of future. My sincere request to students, don't stop your career or education to only up to M.Pharm only, unless until if you have really compulsory to take up a job to for as a family burden. Otherwise, if you are free to study, then go for a research, and there are a lot of opportunity in abroad and out in India also. So thank you once again for your patience.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for a very informative session. And really, it is very highly informative, starting from the basic research to advanced analytical techniques. Sir emphasized on each and every topic, not only on plants, all the natural resources, which is really apt for our FDP. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for being with us. And now I request our principal, Dr. S. Vidyadhara, sir, to please come on to the dais. Now I request Dr. J. Subbaram, sir, convener of this session, to please come on to this. And I request our principal, sir, please have a few words.
You are all enjoying the sessions. Today is the third day. So we are very fortunate and happy to have Dr. K. Suresh Babu, Principal Scientist, IICT. He used to support our college for all the parts of our research activities. So for the last, almost for the last 10 to 15 years, he is well known to us and he is a very good mentor to our college. And this is very first time he is physically attending to our college. Earlier, he has been a part of our various activities which are being conducted through online mode. And since during the last 3 years after you joined FDP due to pandemic, physical mode of activities are almost less. Only this year we started several physical mode of activities. As part of that, we are very fortunate to invite Dr. Suresh Babu sir and Dr. YRP sir and many more to our institution after a gap. I hope that you are really enjoying all these talks and you are learning the new inputs about various natural resources and drug discovery in this. So as sir rightly mentioned, don't stop your education at this level. Of course, you're all getting jobs, you're all secure, but the perception of the present student generation is easy way of leading the life. So anyway, your perception is anyway you are getting job. So you are going to earn around 20 to 25,000 per month. And you are assuming that when I am drawing salary, why should I go for higher education? Or you are thinking that since I am getting money at this stage, why should I go for regular mode of education at PG level? So at PG level, you are the masters and you are going to learn so many things. So direct hands-on training is going to be achieved only at PG level. That will enable you to proceed further for research activities. So whatever you are doing is just basic at B.Pharmacy level. So try to focus on higher education, try to involve in research, because India is having high potentiality to execute research activities. And in future, there is acute shortage of scientists that is going to come across. So if you take up that particular one, of course, for the span of another 4 to 5 years, you may not be having any income. But soon after that particular 4 or 5 years of your journey, PG and research, you will be placed in a higher levels and you are going to get high value as well as monetary aspects also. Just like you just imagine a doctor. An MBBS doctor is going to study about 5.5 to 6 years. Then to get the PG course, 1 year he is going to prepare for NEET. After that, 3 years for PG. Then 1 year he has to wait for NEET super specialty. And he has to pursue super specialty. So almost 12 to 13 years he is going to spend, he or she is going to spend his life for higher education. Soon after their post graduation, they will be placed with a minimum salary of 2 lakhs. Similarly, you also, if you complete your PhD and land up on the market for any job, you will be placed at a higher level rather than at a small level. So think twice before you do that. Okay. So today, again, last year, a couple of you have visited and participated in 12th Indian Pharmaceutical Congress held at Anantapur. This year, the 13th Indian Pharmaceutical Congress Student Congress is going to be held at Panipat, that is Haryana, just near to Delhi. And as part of IPA Student Congress, the IPA is going to organize IPA CGK Murthy National Farmer Quiz Competition. Last year, I hope that our student team participated and reached to final and got, I think, 5th or 6th place. 5th place. So this time also today, with the gracious presence of our chief guest, today we are going to launch the IPA National Farmer Quiz brochure in presence of all of you, so that your active participation is highly solicited. If someone, either 1 or 2 teams, enter into final round, the IPA is anyway going to give you the second-class labor charges as well as free registration to that particular conference as well as accommodation at Panipat. Apart from that, if any of our college team enters into finals, we are going to provide you 3rd AC tickets and also all the expenses that they are going to borne at Delhi as well as Panipat. So try your luck and try to reach to the finals. There are only 6 teams that are going to enter into finals. Let you be one or two among the 6 teams. Wish you all the best. Now I request Dr. K. Suresh Babu sir to launch the IPS C. Gopal Krishnamurthy National Farmer Quiz Competition brochure.
చెక్ విజేతమ్మ
Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to please take today's chief guest and speaker, Dr. K. Suresh Babu sir. Thank you, sir.